Good morning, class. Today we are calculating the sample size. Let's get started, shall we?
What is a sample size?
The sample size is a small proportion of the population.
Why does it matter?
Sample size is significant because it allows you to draw inferences about the population as a whole. So how do we solve for this sample size?
When calculating sample size, we will need three different numbers. We will need a z-score, which you will find in the table C in the back of the book. And we will need n, which is your margin of error. And you will need p. If you do not know what p is, you will use 0.5. Now putting these in the equation, we do z times the square root of p times 1 minus p over n, which we will find. N is population size. And this is all greater than or equal to n. Now to solve, we first need to split the square root. So we go z times the square root p 1 minus p over square root n greater than equal to n. Now we can multiply over here and we can divide over here. And it will come to z times square root p 1 minus p over n greater than equal to square root n. Now we must square to get rid of the square root. Now we have z p 1 minus p over n square greater than equal to n.
Now we put it to a real life problem.
Hey Chloe, did you know in the Owl House project in Morocco, it has been estimated that roughly 30% of the children in the project area suffer from chronic malnutrition?
Really? How confident are you?
95% confident.
And no room for error?
There's only a 5% margin of error.
We need to help these kids with chronic malnutrition.
Sounds like we need a sample size.
Sample size? How on earth will we do that?
Sounds like we need some extra help.
Dun dun dun! My senses are tingling.
Say what?
Shake a superhero's hand? I'd give you an autograph, but I'm running short on time.
Alright.
I gotta do a math problem. Don't wash that hand. Don't wash that hand.
Your help is here! Robin!
Okay, so from the equation we can gather that n is the required sample size. Z is the 95% confidence interval, which would be 1.96. Then we have P, which is the 30% of malnutrition in Morocco, which would be 0.3, and the margin of error, which was 5%, which would be 0.05. This is the equation. Let's plug in our variables. So let's start our equation. So this is going to be n equals 3.8416 times 0.21 all over 0.0025. And it's going to equal 0.8068 all over 0.0025. N equals 322.72, round that up, 323. This is our population size.
This means that we need 323 samples from a population to accurately make inferences about the sample size within a 95% confidence interval.